Step 6. COA Approval and the Commander's Decision. Mission analysis is complete. The courses of action have been wargamed and compared. Now, one concept must become the foundation of the plan. This is JOPP Step 6, Course of Action Approval. Step 6 is the commander-centered stage in which the commander reviews the wargamed-friendly courses of action, considers the staff's comparison and recommendation and selects, modifies, or combines them into one approved operational concept. It is the bridge between analysis and action. The staff provides evidence. The commander applies judgment, experience, and operational intuition. When does Step 6 start and finish? Step 6 starts after Step 5, COA comparison, when the commander receives evaluated COAs, the staff recommendation, decision matrices, trade-offs, wargaming results, staff estimates, and intelligence products. It finishes when the commander selects, modifies, or combines a COA, issues a decision statement, defines acceptable risk, approves the commander's estimate, refines intent and guidance, and, when required, obtains approval from higher authority. The concept authorizes Step 7, Plan or Order Development. What does the commander do? First, the commander reviews the staff's recommended course of action, its supporting rationale, the comparison of alternatives, and the recommendations of subordinate and supporting commanders. Second, the commander independently assesses feasibility, acceptability, suitability, risk, and second and third order effects. Can the force execute it? Is the cost justified? Does it accomplish the mission? What follows success or failure? Third, the commander decides, approve the recommendation, modify it, select another COA, combine options, reject all and return to COA development or mission analysis, defer for consultation, or retain a COA for deception, a branch, or a sequel. Fourth, the commander issues a concise decision statement. What the joint force will do, when, where, why, and how. Fifth, the commander defines the risk posture. This identifies where risk to the mission or force is acceptable, how much risk may be assumed, and where risk will not be accepted. Finally, when required, the commander briefs higher authority. Approval confirms that the operational concept supports strategic objectives before major resources are committed to detailed planning. What does the staff do? The Joint Planning Group or Operational Planning Team prepares the COA decision briefing, organizing wargaming results, comparison matrices, staff estimates, trade-offs, risks, and its recommendation. Staff directors and component representatives integrate intelligence, operations, logistics, communications, personnel, medical, civil military, and component perspectives. After the decision, the staff verifies that the concept is proportional, legal, sustainable, worth its cost, and within the commander's risk limits. The staff completes the commander's estimate, refines the decision support matrix and cognitive map, validates assumptions, aligns SIRs with decision points, prepares the approval package, and publishes the mission, intent, and guidance. The core of Step 6, Inbound Documents. First are the wargamed-friendly COAs, with narratives and sketches showing task organization, sequence, main and supporting efforts, timelines, and operational approach. These are the alternatives presented for decision. Second is the staff COA recommendation and selection rationale. It identifies the preferred option, explains why, and records consensus, reservations, or dissent. Third is the course of action comparison or decision matrix. Weighted or unweighted criteria show how each option performs against commander-approved standards. The matrix informs judgment. It never replaces command judgment. Fourth is the advantages and disadvantages summary. It exposes the trade-offs among options, speed versus protection, concentration versus flexibility, or operational reach versus sustainment risk. Fifth are wargame worksheets and initial decision support templates. Action-reaction-counteraction sequences reveal enemy responses, decision points, bottlenecks, vulnerabilities, branches, and sequels. Sixth are revised staff estimates determining whether each COA is supportable with available forces, intelligence, logistics, communications, medical support, lift, access, infrastructure, and time. Seventh are the current JOPP baseline and prioritized adversary COAs. They describe enemy capabilities, intent, centers of gravity, vulnerabilities, and likely behavior, grounding the decision in operational reality. The results: outbound documents. First is the commander's selected course of action and decision statement. It becomes the foundation of the concept of operations and guides the execution section of the plan or order. Second is the completed and approved commander's estimate, the formal record of the commander's evaluation, decision, and intended method of mission accomplishment. Third is the refined commander's intent. It defines purpose, desired end state, and risk posture, enabling subordinate commanders to exercise disciplined initiative when conditions change. Fourth are refined SIRs, including priority intelligence requirements and friendly force information requirements linked to the approved COA's decision points. Fifth is updated commanders' planning guidance on priorities, sequencing, targeting, sustainment, coordination, and special considerations. Sixth is the course of action decision briefing, message, or approval package prepared for the establishing commander or higher strategic authority. Seventh is the refined operational approach or cognitive map, connecting lines of operation or effort, decisive points, and major actions to strategic objectives. Step 6 in history. Operation Iraqi Freedom demonstrates Step 6 synchronization. Before the 2003 invasion, United States Central Command brought its components together to compare and align concepts. Approval nested air, land, and maritime plans within the Joint Force Commander's campaign design and synchronized lift, access, basing, and sustainment. Crisis action planning shows Step 6 under extreme time pressure. Months may become hours, a commander's conference may replace a written estimate, and approval may initially be oral. Formal orders follow, but the function remains unchanged. Step 6 is where analysis becomes command intent, alternatives become a single operational concept, and risk becomes a conscious decision. One commander, one approved COA, one foundation for the plan.